You're about to step through the doorway to a whole new life, which you're well aware of. Hi, my name's Dee, and welcome to Untitled Tarot, and to the fantastically titled Martian Galactic downloads. On the 12th and 13th of February, Mars will conjunct the Galactic Centre at 27 degrees Sagittarius. Now, this is something that happens every couple of years due to the combination of the orbit of Earth and Mars. Now, every time, according to the astrologers, this is what I've gathered, every time a planet crosses the galactic centre, it gets recharged. It gets a transmission from the galactic centre. It gets very, very slightly reprogrammed. So the way that Mars energy will be exhibiting itself in our life from here on in, for the next couple of years, will be very, very slightly different to the way it's been exhibiting itself in the last couple of years. Having said that, Mars is Mars is Mars. It's only a slight difference, but there is still that element of reprogramming or recharging. Now, this is a general reading, so general reading rules will apply, and you want to watch more than one. There's quite a bit of waffle on this bit, but you will find a timestamp in the description down below, just so that you can fast forward past all this bit once you've watched it once. You want to look at your sun, your moon, your rising, but most importantly, I would say you want to look at your placement of Mars, and you want to be aware not just what sign it's in and what the reading for that one, but also be aware what house Mars is in for you, so that you can see what area of your life the Martian energies will be most exhibiting themselves. Now, I've said about the birth chart. I did the same similar readings for the Venus conjunct Galactic Centre, or more to the point, Venus conjunct Jupiter conjunct Galactic Centre. There's the Jupiter ones before Christmas, November time, wasn't it? These readings, in effect, from what I've just said, are still valid. So I will put the playlists up later. I will be using quite a lot of cards for this. I was instructed to use quite a lot of cards. Quantum Oracle, Numerology Guidance cards, Gateway Oracle, Enchanted Map, the Daemon Tarot, and for the main tarot decks, Tarot Illuminati, Spellcaster Tarot, and my main deck being the Thoth deck. Also, I'll be using the Oracle of Heaven and Hell from Bloodstone Studios, and if the Devil card comes up, I will clarify with my Demon Possessed Tarot, again from Bloodstone Studios. They are well worth checking out. So, if the reading means anything to you, please do subscribe down below. And like I say, get that birth chart. Click on the link, get the birth chart, have a read of it. It'll be useful for you. With no further ado, let me bring up the cards. Of course, it might help if I actually told you what the question is that I'm asking. So, the question is, how can we best utilize the galactic download, the reprogrammed Martian energies in our lives? How can we best take advantage of this? Back to your normal scheduled service. Well, Scorpio, I rather expect you to blossom under this particular conjunction with the Mars conjunct Galactic Centre, since Mars is indeed the ruler of your sign. And this reading has not disappointed. There is a new beginning, which I believe you may have already started on, and if you haven't, you're working towards it. You're already aware of it. You have been listening to your intuition, and you have been nurturing an idea or a project, as well as possibly a person or people, and things are in a good space. You've been declaring victory and are coming into your own power at the moment. The interesting thing here is that the two cards with the oracle cards, the oracle cards clarifying cards, that promise rebirth, Nine of Wands and Judgment, both reversed. We have Judgment reversed with Tap, who is a demon lord all about diplomacy, which sounds apropos, doesn't it? Let me just grab the book. Is focus on travel and expanding your horizons, explore new cultures and gain knowledge. There's that sense of new input because I believe you've been tying together disparate elements recently that aren't supposed to work together but do seem to be working together. Um, and this is where it's almost like the disappointment that this card offers is that it shouldn't have worked, but it did. Because we have it clarified by the Two of Cups, so there's that wonderful sense of unity plus relationship, but there's an element of sacred marriage, the element of bringing two forces together, two people together, two energies, two traditions, to something together to meld, to work, to be transformed with the death card here into something new. We have new beginnings at the top with the Four of Wands. So again, there's that relationship vibe. There's a commitment there, new beginnings with a commitment, but also like you are committed to a new beginning. You're about to step through the doorway to a whole new life, which you're well aware of. The only thing you have to avoid so that you can claim victory is jealousy. Now, whether that's of your own or of somebody else's, I can't tell yet, but jealousy is the danger. Jealousy is what will take this world away from you. Because, yeah, you've had way too many different ways of looking at things recently, and things have been delayed, and you have been constantly hammered with the fact that things aren't supposed to be working when they are. So ignore where things aren't working. They're about to transform and come to a point, if they haven't already, where they are suddenly working. The bits that need to gel will gel, and it will transport you to a new way of doing things. You don't have to go somewhere else. Your results will be transported. Your how can I put this? The goal, the aim that you are trying to create, whereas it's going to be was going to be one thing, it's now going to be something else, and that's a good thing because we have wealth on offer, 10 of Pentacles. So there's that domestic happiness, that the effort that you've put in nurturing those around you, this project, whatever, is about to be repaid. You have got guidance coming to you which will show you how to use this transformation and cement it in the real world, because you are at a time of your own power now. It is your opportunity to level up. You just need to be careful that you're not taking on too much, but I do feel with these cards that you are capable of carrying a lot more than what you thought you were. So from the past, all major arcana, and showing really significant lessons. We have the Aeon, which is the world, but also showing the passage of time and the passage around the circle of the major arcana. The Empress with a good harvest, and the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the only one that I feel a little sort of, there were set rules, and what you have done is broken some of these rules using the harvest gained by previously living by these rules. But that's fine. You are literally expressing the dreams of man in yourself, the fivefold nature of man with this card. I normally get that from Pentacles, but it's the elements of the dreams that are bringing such disparate things together and making it work, transforming it into a whole new path forward. I mean, people are saying that you're going to make slow progress, but they recognize that you are leveling up, but they say that you're going to need to be strong. There's other people around you that can provide you with that strength and are being strong themselves in this situation. But there is... that's curious, because that's the Three of Swords, so it's saying that there's sorrow and there's pain coming, but all I see is the Ace of Swords and then the power of that sword reflecting out into two separate places. Again, echoing that Two of Cups, echoing what I was saying with your result has a journey, although that wasn't what I meant at all when I was saying it. There are two places, 2 points, 2 goals that will be achieved by using these multiple things together. This is something that you will offer you a commitment and will be a commitment that you will want to remain with. And yeah, it's a bit of a balancing act, but it's fun. It's going into new territory, and you are confident with this because you are expressing your own power with this. So if you are trying to juggle and trying to bring together loads of things that aren't quite working yet, stick with it, despite the naysayers, despite people saying, yeah, but they're not going to work together. I think they're wrong and you're right. But you are worried that the plans will have been for nothing and that you'll just end up having to walk away from it, that you was blind to the cold realities in here. But I really don't think you are blind. You are doing exactly what these oracle cards tell you to, taking action, proceeding softly, because, yeah, you're balancing, you're juggling, and there's at least 5 different factors, many different factors coming together in this. And yeah, you're balancing, you're juggling. You can go softly. Where was it? Knight of Pentacles here. Slowly, surely wins the race. And renewing your life. You are coming into your power, and the benefits that you get from this, you are getting a victory. You are getting 9 of Cups. Oh, couldn't get it any better. 9 of Cups clarified by the Sun. The interesting thing is the Hanged Man. So this moment of revelation, you may have a little bit of time to wait for it, but more importantly, it's constantly evolving how you are viewing the world, how your worldview is shifting again and again and again, which is why you've broke out of those old rules. 1, because the world is shifting. 2, because you needed that extra perspective. 3, it is slow, like I said, slow and steady wins the race with that Knight of Pentacles there. But whatever this new project is, it's going well for you. Now, this will all kick in, I assume, because I rolled the Zodiac dice during the shuffle, and we've got your own sign. We've got Scorpio. So maybe around birthday season, Scorpio season, maybe when Mars is in Scorpio, or there's some... I am tempted to say if there's some... So as I was saying just before that brief technical snafu, birthday season, or when Mars is in Scorpio, or some big astrological event within Scorpio. And so that made me go for my planet dice, and we have got Mars in Scorpio. So yeah, I was right the first time, eh? The other thing is that you may find that you're working with other Scorpios. The interesting thing is, Scorpio, you're all about transformation. So the fact that you're undergoing a transformation right now, that your new beginning is pretty much underway right now, is no surprise. The other thing that Mars and Scorpio are linked with is secrets, but there's no secrets here. And the secrets have been appearing in everybody else's readings, but not for you. You are being quite honest, quite plain with what you're doing. You've been working hard on it, and it is going to definitely, you're going to receive dividends from it. You're going to find that it gives you a wonderful harvest. Right, so like I say, Mars in Scorpio, Scorpio season. Your next reading will be the new moon reading. And after that, obviously, the waxing moon reading. This may hit any time in the next 2 years, but Mars energy is fast, so I think this is going to be sooner rather than later. But on that logic, the Venusian Galactic download and Jupiter conjunct Galactic Center videos that I did before Christmas are still valid, so I'm going to leave the playlists up for you to see in a moment. If this meant anything to you, please do comment down below. It's great to get the feedback, and press subscribe while you're there, eh? So in the meantime, good luck with this. Have fun. It's a juggling match, but go for it. Cheers.